guys, welcome back to RC Crawler Workbench. So for a while now I have been experimenting with Alumiwelding, or Alumiweld I should say. Got these rods at Harbor Freight. It's basically just a stick of aluminum. This is much harder to do than your standard brazing with steel and your standard flux coated brazing rods. The reason being, the temperature is so finicky, it's so hit and miss, and especially when you're dealing with the similar thicknesses of aluminum, it can be very tricky to get it just right when you're trying to make a weld with this. So what I've done here, I'm making a bumper for my Bronco, and I have succeeded on one side and failed on the other. So I'm gonna get a close-up look here. This side here is the first side I did, and this is the first brazing, welding, anything I've done in several months, so I'm a little rusty. Not that I was good at Alumiwelding in the first place. I've only been able to successfully make a couple joints a couple different times, but I'm pretty sure I've figured out my flaw, figured out the trick to it. It's just trying to get the technique down. It went from great to horrible in a split second. The difference between the right temperature and too much happens very rapidly. This side, now I haven't sanded it yet or anything. I haven't even tested to see how good the bond is, but this is basically, this is basically what it's supposed to look like. Hope you can see that somewhat. But what I did, I'll show you. I'll back this up a little bit. I'll show you. I took my torch, kept it back about 6 inches away, and just kept heating it up, heating it up, heating it up. Never kept a flame on there too long, just kept heating it up, heating it up, heating it up. And every once in a while, with my other hand, my free hand, I would take and just rub it with the rod here. Just rub it across. And when it's hot enough, it will lay a bead across there, and then you're done. Just stop, no more heat, that's it. Okay? Don't try to smooth it out, don't try to flatten it out, don't try to make it look pretty. You're going to have some sanding to do, some grinding to do, and basically just keep trying to hone it. In every thickness, this is very thin. So every time you do this project, if you're using different thicknesses, it's going to be, your times are going to be a little different. So getting consistent with laying down a bead of this is something you have to practice with. You're not going to be good at it the first time, and if you are, I envy you. Aluminum is great. We see aluminum in our products a lot, and if you can master this skill without spending a fortune on a TIG welder, then you'll definitely benefit from it. That's pretty much all I got for you today. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time. RC Crawler Workbench.